It seems you want to know how my time machine works. So first we're going to discuss the geometry of matter and how energy can be made into matter. Later we will lightly touch on the manufacture of room temperature superconductors. We will discuss all of this to frame the understanding of the mechanical apparatus needed for time travel. The Roswell spaceship you have heard about is a time ship. At its core is a flux collar made of a room temperature superconductor. Our superconductors are made by projecting an electromagnetic field into the mold before the molten material is added. So the crystalline structure forms into electron waveguides that allow superconductivity. To rip a hole in spacetime, we begin to induce flux into the collar. The electromagnetic flux tends to try to crush the collar, so we spin at an increasing speed as we add flux. As the collar reaches several million RPM, we reach the condition of delta PV, which simply may be taken as the change in point of view, or more correctly the difference in perspective velocity. From the point of view of the collar, the electron waveform fits inside the crystalline structure. But from the point of view of the outside observer, the electrons are traveling more nearly the speed of light and their waveforms interact at the center of the collar axis. This concentrating of the electromagnetic fields is the reason we can rip a hole in spacetime. To go any further, in understanding this subject, you have to first understand the geometry of matter. Did you ever wonder how E equals mc squared? How does energy become matter? Is a tornado something? Or nothing, for it is simply air plus energy. Energy is imparted to this coffee, creating two equal and opposite vertices, but that's really not what's happening here. It is a single vortex that is connected deeper in the cup. Just like when matter is created in the laboratory, we always get pair production. We get a particle and its antiparticle, but what I'm saying is that they are a single disturbance in spacetime that is connected through the future and through the past in one toroidal-shaped vortex. So we see the particles only where that vortex intersects our current layer in time. So every particle intersects every layer of time. Every particle is a time tunnel, a wormhole, or an Einstein-Rosen bridge. Back to the time ship. We rip an electromagnetic hole in spacetime. When that synthetic matter particle reaches c to the 8 energy, we achieve a unified field. At this state, the electromagnetic field looks like ball lightning. To move into the hole that we have just created in spacetime, we apply a DC voltage between the core vortex and the outer hull vortex of approximately 10 to the third MeV. When we reach our destination time layer, we reverse the polarity to climb back out of the hole.
Cool. Did I just hear you refer to unified field theory?
Yeah, but I can't explain that until you let me have time, at least 15 minutes, to explain how to save the planet.
Can you tell me about your pendant?
It's a telepathic virtual reality projector, about the size of a hearing aid battery. We just call it a button. Early models required a Cyberlink-style brain implant. When the technology got better, it could match your neural patterns, and no longer needed to be implanted, and simultaneously connects to everybody in visual range. So the latest fashions were projected into everybody's common virtual reality. So nobody realized they weren't wearing actual clothes in public. This works fine for us, but when you started photographing us with primitive cameras, our virtual reality could not hack film. So no gray aliens think that they are going around naked. I use this as a plot device to cover up for your bad videos where I'm actually photographs of many different women.